Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome, everyone, to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Charlotte 49ers. And the Mountaineers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's McGowan. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will take the field first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the 49ers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. So Appalachian State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Let's talk about App State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
The 49ers in the hurry up. To the air, it's Harrell. Finds the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really, really struck.
There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the 49ers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The 49ers have moved it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Swan. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. There he goes to the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Breaks the tackle. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the 49ers moving quickly to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's McGee. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The 49ers are on the move.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the 49ers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The 49ers are threatening on first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And the ball's free in the backfield. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, you feel really fortunate if you're on offense. That's one of those where it takes 13 seconds for that ball to roll out of bounds. You're just trying to make that thing, you're trying to blow it out of bounds. Make sure you don't turn the football over. It's such a...
Touchdown, Charlotte! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page. And then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McGee. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Niners. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Swan. Got it in the middle, it's Strowman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strowman.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Line is set on third down. Using his legs, it's Rollins. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense is just
wide open spaces. He now has 63 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Running into the open space. He's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. The 49ers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the run, it's Rutledge. Turning on the Jets. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the 49ers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, dude.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, they came into this game believing they could run the football in critical down and distances, and they did it right there on that 4th down.
The 49ers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Buys a little time. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, 49ers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Harrell. Got it in the middle, it's House. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the 49ers are in the red zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Sneak gets it done. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Swan. Grab near the marker, it's Barnes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yardage.
Looking to throw again. Quickly complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. On the ground, it's Curry. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Nicholas. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a man. It's Harrell. Grabbed behind the line. It's Curry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like them. That can be tricky to watch.
And the Mountaineers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Off play action. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down as we open the final stanza. The toss to the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to run this quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
Takes the handoff. It's Reed. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And they've inched closer and still 2 yards to... Touchdown, Charlotte! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Catch in the middle, it's Stroman. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point that seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this.
Touchdown, Charlotte! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking left. Got him downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Swan. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Strowman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand, man. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up.
Touchdown, App State! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging it, keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. While they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different.